What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of my unique weapon guide for Borderlands the pre-sequel. In this episode, we'll be going over the Maliwan Beam laser, known as the old Rosie. The Rosie comes in all 4 elements and can only be obtained in through an Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. It is unobtainable in normal mode. To get the Rosie, you have to complete the last mission of the main story. Keep in mind that whatever level you are when you accept the mission is the level your Rosie will be upon completing said mission. Originally, the Rosie had an outstanding 518% continuous damage bonus, the highest among all beam lasers, which compensated for its lower than normal base damage. Unfortunately, the Rosie's damage bonus was nerfed to 368%. The reason for that being is the developers felt that it was too overused and wanted players to vary up their weapon choices. What they overlooked, however, is that the Rosie was so overused because there were very little alternatives due to the lack of new weapons in the game, and the majority of the good ones were unobtainable. Some still are, and a lot of players just didn't want to use the weapons that had been copy and pasted from Borderlands 2 because there were so many of them. Now, some players like to say the Rosie is useless now, but even with its nerf, it still has the highest continuous damage bonus in the game and is still a very viable weapon for any character. Every character can use it to great effect, and as always, there are some characters that can really buff up its capabilities. For instance, one of the Rosie's biggest drawbacks, which just so happens to be the drawback of every beam laser, is its extreme recoil. Mila takes this recoil and completely negates it with her showdown action skill, making sure the only thing you'll have to worry about is the weapon's high ammo consumption. But even with the ammo consumption, the high amounts of damage that you'll be putting out will greatly make up for it. And there's always the abundance of ammo crates among every map, so if you ever run out of ammo, you can just open one up and you'll be fine. A lot of us players like to look over those, but they are there to help us out. Now, speaking of ammo consumption, Jack can negate that with his absolute advantage skill and a CEO of all CEOs class mod. He'll gain an 88% chance to not consume ammo, making sure that you'll be able to take advantage of the Rosie for a very long time before needing to pick up any ammo. And with how frequently enemies drop ammo, you'll most likely never run out of ammo with the drop chance and the absolute advantage skill working together. Now, Athena synergizes very well with the Rosie. It can come in either electric or fire, 2 elements that she excels with. Thanks to the weapon being a beam laser, she'll be able to do continuous damage quickly, allowing her to build maelstrom stacks very rapidly. And the more stacks she has, the more fire rate she'll gain, allowing her to build stacks even faster and boost you up into those high stack tiers so you can do massive damage and melt anything that happens to be in your way. Wilhelm was pretty straightforward. He can also boost up the Rosie's damage with his laser boosting skills and class mod. Now, like any weapon, the Rosie has its downsides, but it makes up for it with its potentially high DPS, versatility, and with how easy it is to get. Of course, there are better options. The Thunderfire is by far the best laser in the game and greatly outshines the Rosie, especially after its nerf. However, if you don't have a Thunderfire, then the Rosie is a very worthy replacement that requires no DLC and no farming to obtain. If you'd like to see a guide on how to get the Thunderfire, there will be an annotation at the end of the video. And that's pretty much it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I'm going to see you guys later. Bye!